Hello, welcome to the Nightfire Land podcast. We cover interesting stories and just unique situations. So today we're talking about the Breaking Bad house that Walter White owned in the TV show, which is based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Uh, the owners were approached by the show back in 2006 and to essentially shoot Walter White's home in that show. Now, I actually watched Breaking Bad a couple years ago, and it was a really, really good show. But it's just weird to hear like real estate stories about situations like this. But essentially, there's the owners. The owners are selling their house after over 50 years living in this house in Albuquerque, New Mexico, for $4 million. Even though the Zillow estimate says it's worth 330,000, which Zillow's always right? But they want 4 million. But they do have an iconic home that has been used in film, and it's very iconic. Apparently, they're fed up with Breaking Bad fans pretty much harassing them, leaving packages, even coming by and throwing pizzas on the roof, which is a call out to season 3, episode 2, where Walter White throws a pizza on his roof. And I think that was like a one shot take, which is pretty interesting. But essentially, the homeowners are getting people driving by the house, dropping off packages, throwing pizzas on the roof, and they've had enough. So now looking to sell the property. They're asking $4 million for it. Who knows if they'll get it? But this is one of the unique situations where if you have the right location, which could be a movie house, we've seen this a lot with like Home Alone, or I think that house out of Chicago, they try to sell that for $5 million. But it's really interesting to see uh, how real estate used in iconic movies or scenes have tr- increased in value per se, but it's value. The value's in the position of the buyer. So if there's a huge Breaking Bad fan out there, which there's a lot of, may pay that price, which is more than what it's worth, just because it's in a TV show, and they can maybe make a Breaking Bad museum. Who knows? But um, real estate's a very unique uh, space to be in, and you never really know uh, what or where things are shot. But it's always intriguing to me. I always think of like you always see like those old like World War I, World War II photos, and they show it like now modernized old churches and stuff like that built from pre-World War I, World War II, with holes and run down, essentially war torn buildings, and then those being turned and revitalized. So I think it's an interesting dynamic of transition of things, and this is just another one of those stories. So we shall see what happens, but I thought it was a unique story to talk about here, and I hope you enjoyed this little mini episode. Thanks, guys.